I loved watching you win your Academy Award
I know,
so
how
much.
cray-cray was that?
Because you acknowledged your mom and your dad.
Well, of course.
And you're like Janet Leigh and Tony Curtis, people who have also put the most incredible art into the world. And to keep your family's name in that lexicon of those prestigious awards, I
know, but you have to remember what my trajectory there was so not that. That was never on the mood board. I didn't have a mood board. You know what was on my mood board? I wanted to be married and be a mommy. That was my mood board. I mean, really. I'm not a big dreamer person. I'm not that person. I don't have that. So the idea of that happening in my life, I was a girl who did horror movies. I mean, I had a beautiful career. That was, not supposed to happen. And it happened on a movie that was, as you know, about the multiverse. I played a character whose character name was Deirdre Beaubierdre. I joke you not. That's her character's name in the movie. And that character won an Oscar. I mean, that's insane.
No, it's so right, because it's earned.
The fact that happened in that way on that movie, a movie that challenged us all to look at the world from a different perspective. And it's a movie about love. I didn't realize that. When I was making the movie, I was like, okay. And I was like, okay, I don't really know what this is about, but it's interesting. And then I watched the scene where Michelle Yeoh and Key reunite at the laundromat.
Yeah.
And there was a moment where I went, oh, the movie's about love. Oh, it's just about love in the midst of chaos. Oh, it's about love. And so, I mean, it's also beautiful
and that's what's real.
Yeah.
I would say that's the most real thing I know or have learned in my time on this planet. Yeah. Is it true that you and your husband are about to celebrate 41 years?
Yes. Clap.
I mean...
Clap more for me.
Also, your husband is literally the coolest guy on the planet.
I understand, but see that picture?
Yeah.
That is the most uncomfortable human being you've ever seen in your... He hates that part of show-off business.
He's made movies about that process and makes fun of it. Christopher Guest
look at his face.
Is one of the most important, talented filmmakers in the world, on the planet. Wait a minute.
So I'm just telling you, that was a very uncomfortable man, but he did show up.
I mean, he waiting for Guffman.
Look at his face.
But you know what I see there? Pride. I see pride in his eyes.
You know what? I'm just telling you, it's really hard for him.
Okay, wait. Did you see a picture of your husband in a magazine?
I did. So I was single.
It sounds a little manifesty.
It is a little manifesty. I was single. It was April of 1984. I was sitting on a couch with my friend Deborah Hill, who wrote and produced Halloween. We were looking at Rolling Stone. It was the issue with Cyndi Lauper on the cover, with her skirt going one way and her body going the other. And I opened the magazine, and there were a picture of three men with their arms around each other like that.
Was it Spinal Tap?
But it was just them in regular clothes with their shirts rolled up and just and there was a guy on the end, and I went to Deborah Hill. Oh, interesting. I'm going to marry that guy. She said, who? I said, that one right there. She goes, oh yeah, he's an actor. His name is Chris Guest. I tried to put him in a movie. He's with your agents. And I was like, oh. And then the next page, of course, was them in Spinal Tap gear and leather and, tongues out and things. Anyway, I called his agent, left my number with him, and then Chris did not call me. And I dated somebody else who wanted to date me. That was not a romance for me. Kind of 2 months went by. I took that person to the airport because they were going on a trip. And I left the airport, went back to West Hollywood, picked up Melanie Griffith and her then husband, Stephen Bauer.
Oh, my God, of course.
They lived on DeLongpre.
Yes.
And we went to Hugo's.
Yes.
On Santa Monica Boulevard.
Which is still there.
And I sat down at a table, and where this beautiful woman in the blue sweater is sitting, Chris was sitting 2 tables away facing me. And will you just wave with your hand like that? And I went like this. And then I was like, oh, God, there's this guy. I left my number and he never called me. And then he got up to leave. Now, would you please stand up and shrug your shoulders? Sorry. Shrug your shoulders. And now just do the gesture of bye. Okay? And that's it. And then he left. Thank you. And then thank you.
What
is your name?
Yeah, what's your name?
Trish.
Trish.
You're a dish. Okay, Trish the dish.
With the best eyeshadow. Go
on. Christopher shrugged his shoulders, went like this, but then I shrugged my shoulders and went like this, and he left. But then he called me the next day.
Oh!
That date was June 28th, 1984. We went out July 2nd. He was leaving for a year on Saturday Night Live, August 8th. I was starting the movie Perfect in Los Angeles, August 10th. Wait. Saturday Night Live is in New York. I was in Los Angeles. So we are now opposite coasts.
Different
we went back
times.
and forth every weekend.
You did?
We got engaged September 13th. And we got married December 18th. That year.
41 years later.
But that's crazy.
That's you were going to do Perfect, by the way. I'm
no, but literally,
I can't. I'm sorry, but I'm seeing. Remember this scene?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I'll never unsee it, and it lives rent free in my mind. It's my favorite thing ever. I love it so much. It's the sexiest too. It's so hot. It's like you're across the room from each other, but your pelvises are talking. And your body language and your body. I mean, you were the body. We'll be right back.